Myself, Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. Today, in this video lecture, I am going to explain you the poem The Marriage of True Minds, composed by William Shakespeare. This poem is in the syllabus of BA Part 1st, English Literature, Paper 1st, Unit A, and this is my second video lecture on this topic. Explanation of the poem The Marriage of True Minds. First of all, I read the 4 lines of the first quatrain of the poem. Let me note to the marriage of true minds, admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Now, I tell you the easy or simple meanings of the difficult word used in the poem. Marriage. Marriage means the union. True minds means true souls. Impediments means obstacles or difficulties. Alters means changes. Bends means bends down from its ideal. Remover to remove, which is removed due to any pressure or any remover. Now I tell you the reference with context of these 4 lines. This stanza has been taken from the poem The Marriage of True Minds, composed by William Shakespeare, the famous sonnet writer and a great dramatist. In this sonnet, the poet speaks the nature and scope of true love. So students, see the first line of the poem. Let me note to the marriage of true minds, admit impediments. But you should understand the words let me note to the admit, the impediments, marriage of true minds. The poet means to say, admit means accept. The poet never accepts. The impediments means obstacles or difficulties to the marriage of true minds means in the union of true souls. The poet says that he can never accept any kind of disturbance or obstacles in the way of the union of true souls of two lovers. If the lovers are true, then there can be no obstacles in the union of these two lovers and two souls. It means that the true love never knows any hurdles in its way. Love is not love. There are the word to love, loves are used 2 times in the poem. Love means, first love means the love of people, love of a man, and second love means true love. So the poet says, love of a person is not called true love, which alters means which changes with the passing of the time. The love of a person is not called true love, which changes with the passing of the time. When it alteration finds, or which changes when the lover finds the change in the beauty of his beloved. Such type of love which changes is not called true love. Or means love is not love. It means love of a person is also not called true love. Bends with means which bends down from its ideal, which breaks the promises. Such love is not called true love. The remover to remove. Further, the poet says, and the love of a person is not called true love, which is removed due to any pressure or due to the remover's force. Such kind of love is not called true love. It means to say, true love never alters, never changes when he finds change in the object of his love. It is also not called true love which bends down from its ideal and which is removed due to anybody's pressure. It means true love is permanent, it never changes, it is immortal. True love is unchanging, permanent and perpetual. It does not surrender before any power or pressure. This is the second quatrain or the stanza of 4 lines in the poem. First of all, I read the lines. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose words unknown, although his height be taken. Now, I explain you the meaning of the difficult words. Ever fixed mark means fixed lighthouse in the sea. Tempest means the storms. It is used in 2 contexts. In the context of love, tempest means obstacles, and generally it is used for the storms. Shaken means move in reference to the lighthouse or polestar, and in reference to the true love, it means it never shaken, it never changes. Wandering bark. Wandering bark means the ship. Bark means ship, or wandering means which has lost its direction in the sea. And in reference to the true love, bark means people. Wandering means who have lost their direction in their life. Or taken means measured. First of all, I give you the reference with context of these lines. This stanza has been taken from the poem Let Me Note the Marriage of True Minds, written by William Shakespeare. In this sonnet, the poet gives us the best definition and exposition of true love. He says, True love is unchangeable, permanent, and everlasting. It is always fixed. It is like the pole star or lighthouse on the sea, whose guidance is taken but whose real value is not known. Oh no, perhaps some friend of the poet is sitting by the side of the poet when he is explaining the nature of the true love. His friend says that true love is not permanent, it can be changed with the passing of the time. Hearing this, Shakespeare opposes it. He says, oh no, it is not changeable, it is not temporary, it is an ever fixed mark. True love is not temporary, it is constant, firm, and fixed. It is as fixed as a lighthouse in the sea or as a pole star in the sky. First of all, the poet compares the true love to a lighthouse in the sea. He says that true love is as fixed as a lighthouse is in the sea that looks on tempests, just as a lighthouse watches the storms in the sea and is never shaken. But it never shakes or moves from its place. Similarly, there may be many obstacles on the way of true love. True love watches them, but it does not move or does not change because it is permanent or constant. The poet compares the true love to a pole star and says that it is a star to every wandering bark. He says that the lighthouse in the sea or the pole star in the sky always shows the path to the sea to those ships who have lost their path in the sea. Similarly, true love guides the wavering kind of person who are totally confused and teaches them how to love truly. It is noted that whose words unknown, although his height be taken. The poet says, it is possible that anybody can measure the height of the pole star, but nobody can measure its value. Similarly, true love is also invaluable. It is priceless. So here the poet compares the true love to a lighthouse in the sea and the pole star in the sky and says that just like them, true love is permanent and constant and fixed. It never changes with the passing of the time. Students, in this video lecture, I have explained you the two stanzas of the poem, The Marriage of True Minds. The remaining part of the poem I will explain you in the next video lecture. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.